What's up, everybody? Today, we're doing conspiracy theories. So, I'm gonna try and do a new sort of style, or sort of thing, where I just go over conspiracy theories. Some I've picked up off the internet, some I'll try and come up with myself. Now, this first one, I'll give some references. First of all, Google. Huge reference. Second one is a channel called Blissful Studios, much larger than my own. Make great content. I highly suggest you watch them if you don't. And yeah, there's just a bunch more videos on YouTube. That's really where I got all my information from. And Google AI. That Google AI helped me a lot. It was a nice summary of things. But yeah. So, my conspiracy theory is why Donald Trump is a time traveler. Okay, now you may be thinking that this is really dumb and you've probably heard this before, but I'm going to explain it better. By the way, I know better is not a word, guys. I'm not that dumb. Okay. First of all, the Baron Trump Collection. So this was a book series written by Ingersoll Lockwood, that guy. And it's basically about this Baron Trump. I did not misspell it. Did not misspell Baron. Anyways, it's about Baron Trump and his mentor Don. They're both time travelers, and they're both time traveling. They live in Trump. Oh, I forgot to add Trump. It just said Castle. Oh, I said Castle Street. Ignore this. Ignore this. Ow, okay. Ignore this last sentence. Oh my god. Except for the first part. I'm gonna say he lives in Castle Trump. Or Trump Castle. Either one. I forgot. Because I didn't write it down. Anyways. Oh my god. My hand. Sorry, I hit my hand right here. It feels so numb now. But we must go on. So, the Baron Trump Collection, we know there's some things are correct. Because in the third book, it was told to us that Google was a place of vast information. What's Google? As I just said, how I got all my information? It's a vast place of information. This predicted the future, so we know that is true. So last president is the third book in the series, and basically a controversial outsider. That doesn't really outsider to New York. He wins the election, and people rioted and raided Fifth Avenue, where Trump Castle is. Also, real quick, there was a member in the cabinet. There's a cabinet member named Pence, just like Donald Trump's the vice president of Donald Trump's first term, Mike Pence. Coincidence? I think not. Anyways, then the book. So basically, they raided Trump Castle, 5th Avenue, in New York City. So where do you think what building do you think is on 5th Avenue, exactly where Trump Castle was? It's Trump Tower! Trump Tower is on the exact same place as Trump Castle. Coincidence? I think not. I just did that joke. But I'm gonna do it like 4 more times this video. Anyways, Trump Tower, where Trump, does he live there? Does he live in Trump Tower? Probably not. He don't say he lives in the White House, because okay, never mind. Did he live in Trump Tower? That's what I should have asked. Did he live in Trump Tower? Anyways, and what happened after a controversial election in 2016? As clearly it was a little controversial. He won, but he didn't win the popular vote. So at least it was probably controversial. And I know this by the fact that there were protests there. This is Trump Tower. This is a protest. There's some bad imagery. Now, I don't know if that was if that photo was taken exactly after 2016, but there were riots and there were protests after Trump won the election at Trump Tower. Okay, this is my last. Anyway, so that just proves that Donald Trump and maybe even Barron Trump, his son. By the way, I should have said that earlier. He has a son named Barron. Coincidence? I think not. And mentor Don, no last name given, and he's probably a father figure role. And Don is short for Donald Trump. Okay. Now miscellaneous things. These are things that don't really fit in with the overarching theory, but do exist. Like on a painting, there is a carving of a name Trump. It was not like the word; it was the name. There are there are picture drawings from medieval times that resemble Trump physically. So maybe, and there's a bunch of like sculpture and like it's kind of weird. Like it's a little weird if you actually look into it. Anyways, Nikola Tesla, father of electricity to some people call him that. He's a very smart dude. He actually would help Benjamin Franklin made the light bulb. Hopefully I'm not wrong. But he helped Benjamin Franklin make the light bulb. Like, what chill dude. Oh my god. If it's not Benjamin Franklin, I'm gonna look like a real idiot, won't I? But yeah, he was a huge in electricity, and in his last 10 years of life, he decided to move to New York City and study, you guessed it, time travel. So, what happened to here? Because obviously, Nikola Tesla isn't going around time traveling, right? Well, this is what happened. In 1943, supposedly, Nikola Tesla told some people that he had discovered time travel. He figured it out. And he had been telling some close friends, and he may have revealed it to the world. So, suddenly, he died. No rhyme or reason. It's just random heart failure, is basically what it says. There's nothing behind it. It was very random, actually. And you may be thinking, like, oh, well, what happened to his property? Well, the FBI took it. The time travel property. Specifically, the Department of Alien Property. So, this is leading us to imply that he did something. I mean, why would the Department of Alien Property come in? Oh my god, again! Okay, why would the Department of Alien Property come in to seize Nikola Tesla's work for unsuccessful time travel? After he just randomly got a heart failure. Sure, government, you're not tricking me this time. So, what would have happened to him? So, it's most likely that he succeeded, because why would the Department of Alien Property take his stuff if he didn't succeed? It wouldn't make sense. And, there was, how I said, and no one outside of the Department of Alien Property was able to see his stuff. Except for one person. One person. And that person was John G. Trump. This is Donald Trump's uncle. Supposedly, because I'll get into that at the end. John G. Trump is Donald Trump's actual uncle. He is his uncle. That's crazy, right? He's his uncle. He's an MIT professor. He came in as a third-party user, right? But my theory, he took the time travel because we know that they succeeded, and John G. Trump wanted to travel time because he maybe read the book. Okay, so now we're contemplating. Ooh, my hair. Anyway, now we are contemplating like what happened with John G. Trump. What? Why? Wait. Why? So he had time travel, and we know we have proof, and we have how he got time travel. But why? We don't know that. Well, I'll introduce you to Werner von Braun. Hopefully, I'm right because I know like a little bit and how German you pronounce your W's like a V, like Werner, and then I'm pretty sure uh, they pronounce their V's like a F, like a mixture of V's and F's. So hopefully I'm pronouncing it. Werner von Braun. Mr. Braun, as I will call him. Or actually, maybe I shouldn't, because this guy, basically, World War II just ended. 1945, just at the end, or just ended World War II. And this guy was a part of a certain political party. Hopefully, okay, I'll just say, hopefully I don't get demonetized because some people say it, some people don't. He was a Nazi. He was a huge Nazi scientist. And, just like all the other Nazis, the US government were kind of looking after them. They were like, hey, let's find them, let's trial them, let's punish them. Some were murdered, some were just put in jail for a really long time. But Werner von Braun, something else happened to him. He became the director of NASA. They found him and were like, you know what? Let's make this Nazi scientist the director of our newly formed government agency, NASA. He was the first director of NASA. He was a huge helping hand in the Saturn 11 thing, whatever happened with that, and the Apollo 11 space trip. Why would they do this? Why would they do this? You may be asking. So he's clearly big in the business. He's a big scientist. He's a big NASA guy. And you know what NASA deals with? Aliens. Yeah, we know because we have heard many testify. Like that one dude in like 2022 who was like, "Oh yeah, the U.S. government's seen aliens before, and we know about them." That one dude. Yeah, he testified that on was it under oath? Under oath. And you know what lying under oath does? It should, according to the law, gives you a felony charge. And well, if the government knew about aliens, if the government knew that they didn't have anything to do with aliens, then why is this guy not in jail? Or why did he never get charged for lying under oath? That's illegal, right? Well, it's because clearly they do have aliens. And what's the alien property? Well, NASA is linked to that. So NASA must have known about the time travel things. And this is how Werner von Braun wrote something called the Mars Project. So this is a book about basically people need to go to Mars because Earth, bad things are happening. Like their world is kind of ending. Like, problems are happening. And the president is a huge contributor to this. He's like, yeah, we need to go to Mars now. The Earth is cooked. It's done for, right? And this president is a huge, huge contributor for this. You want to know who this president's name is? Big guy wants to go to Mars, has the funds to get us there. It's Elon. The name of this president is Elon. No last name is ever given, which is a little odd. Normally, you call the president by their last name. Like I'm not gonna for example, Donald Trump. I'm not saying, "Hey, President Donald," or "Hey, Donald," and you normally say last name, but no last name is ever given, and his name is just Elon. And oh wait, what is this president called? A populist outsider, a foreigner to America. What's Elon Musk to America? A foreigner, because you know where he was born? South Africa, meaning he's not from here. And yeah, him becoming president would make him an outsider president. This means that Elon Musk was trying. What is Elon Musk trying to go? To Mars. And what was Elon Musk used to be with Donald Trump? Friends. So my conclusion is that basically Donald Trump is actually his uncle John G. Trump in disguise, so it would look realistic that he's still alive. I mean, I don't know when John G. Trump died, supposedly, but Donald Trump, it could have lined up. I mean, yeah, so he traveled through time to have a son named Barron and become president. So when Earth is going to die, we can go to Mars. And a guy named Elon Musk, is helping. And Werner von Braun, He predicted it because he has all the intelligence of NASA and he knows Nikola Tesla's property. And the last president says that he predicted Donald Trump's presidency and the actions that would happen. He just did it not by saying done. So, overall, what do we think about this? Personally, when the dude I first saw the video on, he convinced me Donald Trump, he is a time traveler. And yeah, if you are watching this video, which is probably unlikely by now, if you did stick to the end, great on you. Like, that's awesome, dude. But it would be nice if you were to drop a little conspiracy theory in the comments, and I may do it. Yeah, I may do it, guys. So yeah. Although I do have another conspiracy theory idea in the pot, but whatever you guys comment, I will try to get to. So overall, this is pretty successful, and bye.